One.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Facebook Live. We're with the Kentucky Career Center. I'm probably looking familiar. My name is Garrett Griffith. I'm a talent development specialist with Brighton Center, and I work in the Kentucky Career Center. And we're excited to be joined today by our guest, Adam Shoaff. Adam is also a talent development specialist with Brighton Center at the Kentucky Career Center, and Adam is in Covington. And we're really excited to have Adam today. Today we're going to talk about the upcoming job search success workshop. In our conversation, we'll let Adam kind of discuss what that is and explain it a little bit. But thank you for taking time to join us. If you can and you're watching us live, make sure you comment and let us know that you can hear and see us. That's a pretty important part of this. We're going to give everybody, Adam, just about 30 seconds to a minute to join. We've got some people joining now, but thank you for taking time. And everybody, this is Adam. So hi, Adam. Thanks for being here.
Sounds good. Hi.
So,
thanks for having me on, Garrett.
Yeah, we're excited. So again, if you make sure that if you can't hear us, just throw the comment on the stream here. It does take a little bit. There's a little bit of delay, about a 30-second delay. So we'll see it when it pops up. But as of now, it seems like people can hear us, Adam. So that's a positive. It's a good thing.
Okay. So I shouldn't start just kind of moving my mouth like I'm talking.
No, yeah. we would definitely throw people for a loop. So.
Facebook Live, thanks.
No. All right. Well, Adam, I'm going to go ahead and get started and just jump right into it. So if you can, just take some time, introduce yourself to us and everybody that's watching today, and tell us about your role at the Kentucky Career Center.
Well, hello. Yes. Thank you again for having me on. My name is Adam Shoaff. I'm a talent development specialist with Brighton Center. I work at the Career Center in Covington, Kentucky. As far as a talent development specialist, usually what I tell people is that I'm a career counselor. I think that's easier to understand. Sometimes people, if they hear I'm a talent development specialist, they think that maybe I'm going to help them with their golf swing or learn to knit or something like that. Not those talents. What I do is help people to kind of leverage their talents to find a career, to find a job, to get back into the workforce. So as career counselors, as talent development specialists, we help people either with career exploration or maybe help them with job applications. We help them with resumes, cover letters, interviewing prep, just whatever they need to get into the workforce. Oh, and something else we do, we also help people who are looking for funding for training.
Okay.
We get money, federal funding, through a program known as the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, WIOA, or WIOA, as we call it. So we kind of shepherd people through that process of getting funding for training. You can get up to $7,000 for 2 years. So
okay.
I want to put in that plug for WIOA.
Yeah, put it in there. We'd love to meet and talk with people. And I think you really kind of summed up well. It's just kind of a career coach, career counselor, however you would like to put that. But that's really what we're focusing on, is that job piece aspect. And that's really going to lead us really into what is job search success. So Adam, I'm going to turn it over to you. What is job search success? What is that workshop all about?
Job search success is designed to assist job seekers at any stage of their job search. We start from the very beginning for people who are just doing career exploration, thinking about what do I want to go into? What do I want to do? All the way up through applying for the job, interviewing for the job, accepting the job, negotiating salary. We take you from beginning to end. It is a two-part workshop. We don't do all that in one day. It's too much to cover. So we divide it into two parts. So the first part covers career exploration, covers personal branding, provides tips on maximizing the job search, hopefully making your job search more efficient and shorter, getting you into a job. And then it finishes up with cover letters, resumes, and applications. Basically, it takes you up to the point where you apply for that job.
Okay.
That's part one. When customers come in for part two, the exciting conclusion to job search success, that's when we talk about interview tips.
Okay.
We help people get ready for interviews, talk about typical interview questions. And then the second half of part two, we do some mock interviewing. So we give people a chance to practice giving some of those answers then.
Okay. So it's just kind of the whole spectrum from the beginning through the end. And I like where you can talk and maybe just share, what is personal branding? Like what would you say branding is?
Personal branding is coming up with a focused and consistent message about yourself.
Okay.
Which is something that some people already do as part of their job searching efforts, but some people really haven't kind of thought about that yet. But it's important to have a consistent, focused message, something that really kind of emphasizes your skills, your main selling points on the job market. That's why it kind of has that selling theme, branding theme to it, because you are selling yourself. You are both the product and the salesperson. Okay. So we just talk about ways that people can market themselves, say on a resume, in a cover letter, the way they can sell themselves in an interview, or if you're at a job fair at the Career Center and you get that question, so tell me about yourself. You just kind of have this ready response that can emphasize your skills, your education, just something ready to go. That's what we mean by a personal brand.
Yeah, and I think that makes sense. Getting the opportunity to shine, to pop. Everybody wants to nail the interview and nail the resume. And I think that's an important aspect of it, is setting yourself up for success, that, you're going to stand out and you're going to be memorable. So having like that branding statement is a pretty good idea. So that's excellent. So we went over what job search success is. But just to hear it from you, Adam, so Adam will be, the one facilitating the job search success workshop. What are the benefits of attending the workshop, and why should someone attend?
I think the benefit is that it does cover the entire spectrum of the job search process. So I feel like there's something there for everybody. And I don't pretend that everyone is going to find something new at the entire workshop. But I think the goal is, and I say this in the workshop, is that there will be something here that will appeal to everybody. Because people are coming in at different stages in the workshop. Some people are starting at the beginning of their career search. Other people are just looking for some resume tips. Some people are in it just for the interviewing. But I like to think that everyone who comes to the workshop can find some things that they can take away, either the stuff that they didn't know, maybe strategies that they haven't tried, or maybe they can just start thinking about something in a new way.
Yeah.
Another advantage, though, is not just what I'm presenting, but people can pick up a lot of great tips from the other participants, because we have a lot of opportunities for discussion. I encourage people to ask questions, share experience. So there's some networking that goes on as well. And people have picked up a lot of tips. Actually, at one of the sessions we did last fall, one of the participants, she had worked in human resources.
Okay.
So she was on the side where she was reviewing cover letters and she was reviewing resumes. So it was really great to have her perspective in on the session. So it's I think in many ways a great opportunity for people to come in and get information, either from me or just other people in the workshop.
Yeah. And I think what I picked out of that was the fact that there's a little bit for everybody, and it could be you're at the very beginning of your job search. You've never searched for a job before, or you've had the same career for 20 years, affected by COVID-19, or you've left that position and now you're back in the job market and you're searching. So I think that while you might think, well, this is for somebody who hasn't done it before, it really sounds like there's a piece in there for everybody, regardless of where you are in that process. Yeah.
And we have participants who, some of them, like you say, maybe haven't searched for a job in 20 to 25 years. They've been in the workforce for a while, maybe worked their way up to a professional, higher level position. But then we've also had, I've had teenagers coming in and they say, I don't have any work experience.
Yeah.
I'm coming out of school, but I'm starting to think about what kind of career I want to do. And then, we have people who don't have a lot of job experience, people with high education, low education. So it's a spectrum that we get.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's going to lead me to my next question, Adam, is what can someone expect when they attend the Job Search Success Workshop? Just kind of what's the environment like? What will they expect to learn about? What can they expect, from the facilitator, that type of thing?
Well, as I kind of said earlier, we do have a lot of discussion. There's time for activities. I kind of lead the talking. I've got some PowerPoint, some information that I provide and I give to the participants too, so they can take other notes. But yeah, one thing I kind of make clear is that I do open it up for questions and discussion. I encourage people to share things with each other. We take time for activities also. People have a chance to kind of think about what are their transferable or adaptive skills. They'll have time to think about what are the key elements of their personal brand. We write elevator speeches. We take time to think about who's in your networking circles. Obviously, we do the mock interview practices, the second half of part 2. So it's a very interactive workshop, and this has still been successful, even though it's been virtual for the last couple of months. We are not live yet at the library, but hopefully we'll get back to that. But yeah, right now it's been virtual, but everything has worked out just fine. Participation has still been good, and numbers have been good too.
That's excellent. That's excellent. And so that's really going to lead us. Really, we've kind of talked. I felt that we've touched what job search success is. You might hear us say JSS, which is just an acronym that we use. Yeah. But the Job Search Success Workshop is really, you kind of touched on a little bit, is how can somebody get some more information on this workshop and upcoming workshops that we have? Yeah.
Well, the Job Search Success Workshop is something that we do, the Career Center does, in partnership with the Kenton County Public Library. And it's been very successful. They have been hosting the workshops, and they're the ones who actually handle the registration. So to register for the workshops, Job Search Success, I want to encourage people to go to the Kenton County Library website.
Okay.
I think you said you'd be getting that into the chat box.
I'll throw that into the chat here. Yep.
Yeah, and I'll say it a couple of times too, but you want to go to www.kentonlibrary.org. Once again, that's www.kentonlibrary.org. When you go to their website, if you scroll about halfway down, you'll see a green square there that says Job Search Central. The Job Search Central link. It's green. If you click on that link, it's going to take you to the library's list of job searching resources. And they have an incredible list of resources there. You'll find links to register for different community events, different classes they offer, community resources. It's a really impressive list. But the links that you will find there, you also find sign-up registration links for the 2 Job Search Success workshops we have coming up next month. You'll find a link for part 1 and for part 2.
Okay, excellent. And we do have, I threw in the chat the actual link directly to part 1 to register for part 1, as well as the website for the library, which is, again, is the www.kentonlibrary.org. And there's 2 parts, and they're starting in March. So part 1 is March 2nd.
Yes. Yeah. Didn't mention the time. Yes. Part 1, actually both sessions begin at 9:15. The library opens at 9. So by starting at 9:15, we give a chance for their employees to come in and get things set up. But we start at 9:15 and we go until noon. We've got a lot of information to pack in there. So it's about a 3-hour workshop. We do take a break about halfway through, 10 minutes to stretch, refill the coffee or whatever. But I do want to emphasize too that people don't have to stay for the entire workshop. I do have people who might come in for the first half and they say, I can only stay till about the break because I have to go take an interview or pick up their kid or something like that. But people don't have to stay for the entire time. So just want to encourage listeners that as you're looking at what we're going to be covering for that day, if you want to come in for part of the day, that's entirely fine too.
Perfect. Okay. So March 2nd and March 9th will be the two dates.
March 2nd and March 9th. And going forward, just for listeners to know, we do the English language job search success is on the odd numbered months. So we're having it in March. It'll come up again in May. And it's always going to be on the first 2 Tuesdays of each month. So yeah, it'll be March 2nd, March 9th.
Okay, excellent. And you said English speaking, because we have done in the past a Spanish speaking workshop.
We're trying to get a Spanish speaking JSS off the ground. Yeah, we haven't actually started it yet. We're still trying to get participants going. That's going to be on the even numbered months though. So we're thinking maybe in April we'll get that going.
So if we do have that, or you know someone or someone that needs that, best to reach out to you. In terms of the Spanish speaking. Okay. And you'll see.
Or I think anybody at the library too.
Would work. Okay, perfect. You'll see Adam's information in the crawler bar across the bottom, his email and phone number, so you can reach out to him. Thank you for pointing that out, Adam. And I do want to just point out that we're going to go into our question and answer session. If anybody has any questions, be sure to throw them in the chat because, again, there's a delay, about 30 seconds. So I'm going to have one more question for Adam. And then we'll take your questions if there are any questions. So Adam, one thing that if information about workshops is, be sure to follow us on Facebook, like our Facebook page. We'll share that information there. Reach out to the Kentucky Career Center, visit our website to find out information about upcoming events. But is there anything else that you would like to share or just like a fun fact about JSS?
Let's see. I think maybe, just emphasize again the sign up, kentonlibrary.org. Just want to make sure we remember what that is. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a fun fact about JSS. I think the funnest fact though is just the participation that we get. I find that some of the most interesting insights come from the experience of people who are participating in the workshop, just because they might have stories about something that worked well for them in an interview or a great question that they had. It's always great to get their insights.
And then that makes sense. To share, I think networking is a big piece of the job search that we sometimes forget. I've also added that you can visit kentonlibrary.org to sign up. So we've added that in the crawler. And we've got some questions that have come in. So Elizabeth has 3 questions. We'll just kind of, because we've touched on some of them, so you might be watching later. To sign up, you're going to visit www.kentonlibrary.org, or you can click the link that we've added in the chat, the one that goes to the HTTPS Kenton Library events info, the sign up details. And the meetings the next workshops will be March 2nd from 9:15 to
noon.
Yep. And then March 9th from 9:15 to noon. So those are the 2 dates. And then Elizabeth, this is the question we're going to throw up, Adam, is what do I need to do to prepare for this? Is there anything that someone should do to prepare or should have ready for this?
No preparation is needed. You don't have to bring any materials with you. If you'd like for me to look over a resume afterwards, I'm entirely happy to do this. But yeah, people don't have to bring anything. There's no preparation that they have to do. I'll provide them with copies of the PowerPoint that I'm using if they want to take some notes as they go along. But yeah, just come as you are.
Yeah, so you don't need anything. And then one last question that we have is from Elizabeth, and we touched on this, is do we do this in Spanish? And I'll let you kind of touch on that again.
Yes, that will be coming up. We are rolling out the Spanish language version of the JSS. We haven't actually done it yet, but we're hoping that in coming months we'll be able to. So just kind of keep an eye out for that. Actually, I was talking with a worker at the library. She's working, we're debating whether to try to do something in person or virtual for the month of April. And it sounds like we're kind of deciding right now, we're leaning toward doing it online in April. So if anyone is interested in a Spanish language version of JSS, be sure to visit the Kenton Library website, kentonlibrary.org, and look for those signups first 2 Tuesdays in April. I forget the exact dates, but those sessions will be in Spanish.
In Spanish, perfect. We just had another question come in from City Futures. If I participate in the workshop and decide that I want to continue working with a career coach one-on-one, after the meeting to get additional assistance, can I do that?
Absolutely. Yes. That's actually another point that I wanted to make overall, too, is that if someone is not able to attend JSS, of course, career services are available at any time at the Career Center locations. So they're free to reach out to me, to you, to anyone at the Career Center. We're happy to help with all of those job search things that we talk about in the workshop.
Perfect. Yeah. We're career coaches, and we'd love to help. That's what we do. So, Adam, I don't see any more questions coming in. However, if a question does come in later, or you weren't able to join us live and you're watching this tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, and you have a question, throw it in the chat, comment on the video, because we do get that notification. We'll be able to get the answer for you. But Adam, thank you so much for taking time to join me today. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited. I will be attending the JSS on March 9th to see what it's all about. So everybody come join me. So I'm excited. I'm going to learn something new. Hopefully.
You can help me interview customers too.
You, Adam. So Adam, thank you again. Thank you everyone for watching us live. We'll be back every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And then also on Thursdays, be sure to join us at 9:30 as Haley Franklin has our employer spotlight, where she interviews a local employer that is hiring for positions. So Adam, thank you again. We appreciate it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great day, and we'll see you Thursday and Tuesday. So
thank you, Garrett.
Thank you again, Adam. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.